Welcome to the Ox Forecast for the Fire Horse year. My name is Sylvia. I'm a physicist turned metaphysicist, and I work with Chinese astrology, feng shui, and other arts and metaphysics to help people navigate their lives with clarity and strategy. So let's see, what does the ox have in store in 2026? So if you have ox anywhere in your chart, what I'm going to talk about will apply to you. And energies for every zodiac animal come from two different sources. On the one hand, there are different energies that come, they are called stars, and they distribute every year to different animals. On the other hand, there is a certain energy that has to do with the interaction between the particular zodiac animal and the leader of the pack, which this year is the horse. So from the general energies, the ox is blessed with lots of opportunities. On the other hand, it has a strenuous interaction with the horse, which can which manifests itself especially in emotional unrest and turmoil. So if they can manage their emotions and mindset, they can have a great year. So the application will be in different areas of your life depending exactly where the ox appears, but overall all these different pillars, they interact. So this is what you have to watch out for. So first, opportunity. Lots of opportunities for leadership, for authority, access to VIPs, to access to knowledge, access to resources, helpful people. Great year for that. At the same time, they have to solve a lot of problems, and because that's what leaders do, they solve problems, they manage crisis. And then the challenge that I mentioned before is about managing the emotions and the mindset, and they come in two different aspects that seem a little bit contradictory. On the one hand, if you have ox in your chart, you can be plagued by self-doubt, disillusionment, susceptibility to betrayal, and at the same time, you can go on the other extreme and become overconfident and have temperamental outbursts and be proud and be a little bit arrogant. And that could damage relationships, either personal relationships or relationships at work. So this is the biggest issue that people should be aware of. And then it's very important to conserve financial resources because the ox will have to spend a lot of money next year. They will be in the opposition party, so to speak, just like rat is this year, because next year is the year of the goat, which will be the leader, and ox and the goat, they compete with each other. They don't really like each other. So that always comes with spending a lot of money. And then also be careful when you travel. There's this energy that mishaps can happen. So don't travel to natural disaster prone areas. Don't go bungee jumping. Don't jump into fires. And for air travel, especially be careful, maybe buy insurance for your travel. Don't buy cheap airline tickets, just as an insurance also for this negative energy that has to do with travel. Now, let's see how more details depending on how these general characteristics manifest depending on where you have ox in your chart. So if you are born in any of the years listed after February 3rd or 4th, then you have ox in the year. You can also check your chart by scanning the QR code. Your year pillar is your most external pillar. That's how you interact with people in your larger social network that don't come to your house, what you do online. And there will be significant shifts that lead to opportunities. So depending whether you work for somebody or you have your own company, these shifts can come in industry or in market or decisions made at the headquarters level. And that's the opportunity for you. So take it up, embrace it, network, be visible, focus on your own branding. Don't be modest. This is not a year to be modest. Be active in professional organizations and solve problems. Well, if you see it, step up. You solve problem because you have the capacity this year, and also you have help for it. And then also the flip side of the challenge is you make sure that you manage your expectations and focus on good communication at all levels. Now, if you have Ox in the month, which means you were born between January 5th and February 4th, that has to do with your operational pillar, is what you do. It has to do with your work, where you spend a lot of time, where you earn your money. And I'm going to split it into whether you work for somebody or you have your own business. So the shifts, if you work for somebody, the shifts appear at the division, at department level. So basically at the next level up from where you are. And there is promotion opportunities. So you volunteer for important projects. And if you have any kind of financial responsibility, then be conservative in your spending. Now, if you own your own company, that is very important this year to expand your business influence. That's kind of what leadership manifests if you all have your own company. So keep up with industry news and regulations. Also control financials and assets, and have a backup in place. Safety and securities are very important, both on the physical level and also digital assets. And of course, leitmotif for the Ox: manage expectations and focus on good communication to preserve good relationships. Now, if you have Ox in the day, and that's not easy to say when that happens, you need to check your chart. The day is really the pillar that represents you the most. It's about your own world, your home, your health, your partner, your spouse. Very important. If you are to check one animal in your chart, this is the one that you can check in online forecast. So if you have Ox in the day, these opportunities come at your most personal level. You can take yourself to the next level. So I encourage you to do a little meditation and figure out, what do you want? What is that next level? What is the transformation that you want to do this year? And then go for it. Now, the day also represents your romantic relationship, and that's where communication and your mindset will be very important. I forgot to mention, of course, financial planning. Don't overspend. Preserve your resources for this year, for next year, when you're going to have to do maybe improvements to your house, change some important appliances, and so on and so forth. So now back to the relationship with your spouse. The partner may become very depending. They may feel this leadership energy, and you have this mindset that is, you take things very personally. So if that relationship is important, work it out this year, because next year, this is going to be the relationship. It can change. And if you're not taking care of it this year, it may break up next year. Or it can, if you take care of it this year, then next year can even step it at the next level. So if you have Ox in the hour, that is your most internal pillar, your core, that has to do with your mind and your emotions. And that's where this managing the mindset is the most important. And I'm putting it here again, how it can manifest: self-doubt, disillusionment, susceptibility to betrayal. You take things personally. Overconfidence, on the other hand, and then temperamental outbursts, pride, and arrogance. The hour is also about people younger than you. And so if you have staff that works for you, delegate responsibility, or in general, just try to delegate responsibility and help those people younger than you step up and bring their leadership quality in their life. And also it's about your children. So this could be a good year to lay down a financial legacy. Now to alliances and timing. So who are the people? What kind of zodiac animals do the people that can help you have in their chart? So the best friend for the Ox is the rat. And so you can lean on the rat for advice, but be mindful, because the rat is very busy this year because it's in the opposition party, right? So they have a lot of issues that they need to fight for. So be a little bit, mindful of that. And then you have two other friends, the snake and the rooster. And the snake was the leader last year, right? We had the year of the snake. And so they have a lot of insights about what leadership is all about. But they're also busy this year. So not as busy as the rat, but they're also busy. So be mindful of that. So the best resource for you is the rooster. You can go to people that have rooster in their charts for ideas, for support. Rooster has one of the best energies all around this year, and they will be available to help you. Next, we're talking about timing. When should you plan important events or important meetings, start of new projects? The best months are May, September, and December, the months where these friends that you see here on the screen rule the month. And then which are the months that you can expect some setbacks, challenges? So it doesn't mean that they're going to be bad. It's up to you depending on what to do. But you just need to be prepared to work really hard. And those are April, June, July, and October. So in conclusion, great year to step up and lead, embrace them, engage help, it's available, conserve financial resources, and manage emotions and mindset. And also be careful when you travel. Thank you very much. Please, if you like this, subscribe, share to other people that may find it useful, and follow me on social media. Common Element 13 is my handle. And then go to my website and let me guide you in 2026 with a strategic guide. And also join my Qigong classes that you can find all about it in my website.